Hello, my dear students. I welcome you all to my channel. Today we'll continue our same exercise, that is exercise 12.1 on circles. Okay, so the first question for the day is question number 12. So let me read the question for you and let's understand the question together. Okay, so you should be able to draw the diagrams by yourself. Okay, so question says find the equations of the circle. So that means there are going to be more than one equation of the circle. Okay, which touch the y-axis. That means y-axis is your tangent, and the tangent is at a distance of 4 units from the origin. Okay, and cuts off an intercept of 6 units along the positive direction of x-axis. So let's try to understand what is the meaning of this. So there are going to be two cases. Okay, so I'm just going to take the one case, that is when y-axis touch origin. Okay, so we know that. Okay, so let me directly show you the first case out here. Okay, so there is x-axis and y-axis out here, and you see that this y-axis is acting like a tangent. Okay, that means this y-axis touches the circle above x-axis or above origin. Okay, so this is one case. Another case you will do by yourself where this y-axis touches the circle below the origin. Okay, so your circle lies somewhere over there. So that case you will do by yourself. Okay. Okay, now according to question, this tangent touches the circle at a distance of 4 units from origin. That means from here to here is 4. So if this is 4, then what is the coordinate of this? Let me call this as A, this point as A, and the coordinate of this will be obviously 0 comma 4, right? Okay, so this is my 0 comma 4. Now another thing that is given is cuts off an intercept of 6 units along the positive direction of x-axis. So the circle cuts the x-axis. Okay, cuts the x-axis and makes an intercept of how much? 6 units. So this circle cuts and intercepts CD, isn't it? So this is the part of the x-axis which is cut by your circle. So that's why this part, that is CD, is given to be 6 units. Okay, and it is cutting along the positive direction of x-axis. As you can see, this is the positive direction of x-axis. Okay, now let's try to understand this diagram very carefully. Now if you drop, see, R is the center out here. Okay, and the CD is a chord whose length is how much? 6 units. Okay, now to a chord, whenever you draw a line or draw a perpendicular from the center, this perpendicular, that is RM. Okay, so the name of the perpendicular is RM, will divide or bisect the line CD. So can I say CM is 3? Yes. Okay, because CD is 6, so that's why CM is going to be 3 out here. Okay, now see here, we know that from here to here is 4, right? So that's why from here to here, that is RM is also going to be 4, right? Okay, so we have the circle touches y-axis at 0 comma 4, right? Okay, so therefore the ordinate of the center, see here, the ordinate means y coordinate of the center will be how much? 4. That is, if center is h comma k, then the value of k is 4. Okay, because k is nothing but this height. So this height is how much? 4. Okay, fine. So as I said earlier, CD is going to be 6. Okay, so that's why CM will be 3. Fine. So this is 4 and this is 3, and we know that this is what kind of triangle? This is right angled triangle. Yes. So that's why we have, okay, so again RM, as I said, will be 4. So this is 4 means this will also be 4. So that's why using Pythagoras theorem we have, okay, so you use Pythagoras theorem in triangle RMC and find what is CR. So CR turns out to be 4. Okay, using Pythagoras theorem. And we know that since this CR is what? CR is the radius, right? So if CR is radius, then this AR is also radius, isn't it? Yes. So we got the value of center. See, this is my 5. because this is my radius. So that means from here to here, that is OM is also 5. So from here to here is 5 and from here to here is 4. So that's why the coordinate of R becomes how much? It becomes 5 comma 4. Now we got the center. Yes, and we know the radius as well. How much is radius? Radius is 5. So if we know center and radius, we'll be able to find the equation of the circle. So therefore the equation of the circle will be x minus h, that is 5, plus y minus k, that is 4 whole square, equals to 5 square, that is radius square, which is 5 square. So that's why when you simplify this, you will get this equation. Okay, so this is your case 1, remember. Okay, so case 2 you will do by yourself when y-axis touches the circle below the origin. That portion you will do by yourself. So you may pause the video to note down. Now let's move on to the another question. So question says, a circle having its center in the first quadrant touches the y-axis at the point 0, 2. So again, this time also y-axis is your tangent and passes through the point 1, 0. That means the circle passes through point 1, 0. Find the equation of the circle. So let's try to understand this using the diagram. So draw the diagram. You should be able to get this. So you can see that center is in the first quadrant. Yes. Okay, fine. Now let me take, see here, see here we got the tangent, which is y-axis, and this tangent touches the circle at point 0, 2, right? So that's why, see here, from here to here is 2. So that's why from here to here is also 2. And I'm taking OB equals to h. That means from here to here is h. So if this is my h and if this is my 2, then the center becomes h comma 2. All right, fine. So my radius is a. Okay, that is OC and CD both means the radius for me. Okay, so it is also like the earlier case. So we have, from the given condition, ordinate of the center is 2, right? And I'm assuming the center to be h comma 2. Okay, and it is represented by letter capital C. Okay, so we have OB and CD. Okay, so as I said, OB and CD both are going to be equals to H. Okay, BC is equals to 2, and see here, OA is how much? This is 1, isn't it? Because the coordinate is 1, 0. So that's why OA will be 1, and we know that OB is how much? OB is H, isn't it? So that's why AB will be equals to, this AB will be equals to OB minus OA. And how much is OB? OB is H. And how much is OA? It is 1. So that's why AB will be H minus 1. Okay. Now, why am I doing that? Because I need to use Pythagoras theorem in this particular triangle. Okay. So that's why I need AB. So AB will be equals to H minus 1. All right. And we have radius. Okay. So as I said, CD and AC both will give me the radius, and we know that what is CD? CD is equals to H, right? So that's why my radius will be equals to H in this case. Fine. Okay, so in right triangle ABC, we apply Pythagoras theorem. Now what is AC for me? So AC square is my radius square, isn't it? And how much is radius? Radius is h, right? Okay, so AB, how much is AB? AB is h minus 1. And how much is BC? BC is 2. So that's why if I put the value AC is h, AB is h minus 1, BC is 2, then we will get this. Okay, so you apply A minus B whole square formula. So you'll get h square minus 2h plus 1. And 2 square is how much? It is 4. So you see that h square and h square gets cancelled. So from here, calculate the value of h, which turns out to be 5 by 2. Now see here carefully. What is h actually? H is this one, right? And one more thing is, h is the radius also, right? So basically we got the radius and we got our center as well. So we have center is h by, h comma 2. That is 5 by 2 comma 2, and radius is 5 by 2, isn't it? So that's why we have the equation will be x minus h whole square, that is x minus 5 by 2 whole square, plus y minus k, k is 2 whole square, equals to a square, that is radius square, and radius is 5 by 2 whole square. So we have the equation will be x minus 5 by 2 whole square plus y minus 2 whole square equals to 5 square is 25 by 2 square is 4. Okay, so you may pause the video to note down. Now let's have a look at question number 17. So question says, find the equation of the circle which passes through the origin and cuts off intercepts A and B on the coordinate axis. So let us visualize the problem out here. So my problem looks somewhat like this. Okay. So question says circle passes through origin, as you can see out here, and cuts off intercept A and B on the coordinate axis. That means x-intercept is A. So that's why from here to here is A, means the coordinate of this point will be A comma 0, and y-intercept is given to be B. That means this distance is given to be B, means the coordinate of this will be 0 comma B. Okay, and origin is 0 comma 0, and I have named it as point A, this is as point B, and center C, that's h comma k. All right, now question says find the equation. That means we should know what is the center and what is my radius. Now let us see some construction out here. Okay, so I have dropped a perpendicular, you can see, yes, and similarly one more perpendicular, that is CD. Now we know that OA is a chord, right? And OD is a perpendicular, means this perpendicular from center will bisect this chord. That means OD and AD will be equal to each other. Yes. Now, in other words, can I say that OD is half of OA? Yes. So we have OA is equal to A, isn't it? So that's why OD will be half of OA, that is A by 2. Similarly, now we know that OB is how much? B. So that's why OE will be half of B, that is B by 2. Okay. So OD is what actually? OD is H, isn't it? So that's why H is A by 2, and this K is what? K is this height. Yes, which is this height, which is B by 2. So that's why the center becomes A by 2 comma B by 2. Okay, and this is my radius. All right, now why do we need radius? Why do we need this line? Now we need this line in order to use Pythagoras theorem. Okay, so we have, as I said, OA is A and OB is B, and from the given condition or figure, we have h, that is a by 2, and k will be b by 2. So that's why using distance formula, we will find OC squared. Okay, so this is my x1, y1, this is my x2, y2. So using distance formula, we have OC square will be h minus 0 whole square plus k minus 0 whole square. And how much is h? H is a by 2 and k is b by 2, right? So that's why this becomes a by 2 whole square plus b by 2 whole square, and when you simplify this you will get this much, right? So therefore the equation of the circle will be x minus h whole square plus y minus k whole square equals to radius square. Now radius is OC, so OC square. Now let us put the value of OC. OC square is this much, so that's why my answer will be x minus a by 2 whole square plus y minus b by 2 whole square equals to a square plus b square whole divided by 4. All right, so you may pause the video to note down. Okay, now let's have a look at the last question for the day. So question says, find the equation of the circle drawn on the intercept made by the line 3x plus 4y equals 12 between the coordinate axis as diameter. Now let's try to understand this using this figure. Okay, so this red line is your equation. Okay, so this equation creates x-axis, x-intercept and y-intercept. That means from here to here is your x-intercept. Okay, and from here to here is your y-intercept. Okay, so basically at this intercept, okay, whatever is your coordinate, that those two coordinates forms the endpoints of the diameter. So basically you can see that this line is acting like your diameter, where the extremities of the diameter will be the intercepts made by the line. Okay, so basically first we'll find what are the extremities of the diameter. That means we'll find what is the x-intercept and y-intercept, and from there you will continue the work by yourself. Okay, so the given line is this one. I have written in general form. So we have a equals to 3, b equals to 4, and c is minus 12. So that's why x-intercept formula says minus c by a, and c is minus 12 and a is 3. So that's why x-intercept turns out to be 4. That means from here to here is 4, means this coordinate is 4 comma 0. All right, similarly let's find y-intercept. Formula is minus c by b, so this turns out to be 3. That means from here to here is 3. So that's why the coordinate of this becomes 0 comma 3. So that's why I can say that the extremities of the diameters are 4 comma 0. This is my 4 comma 0, and this is my 0 comma 3. Okay, so now use distance form and find what is the equation of this circle. Okay, so you will complete it by yourself. So today we'll do only this much. Thank you very much.